Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here again, ready to plunge into a whole stack of sources, pull out the freshest insights, and, well, some seriously cool discoveries.
That's right.
Today, our mission, if you will, is to journey through this really fascinating collection of artist profiles.
Yeah.
We're talking about trying to unearth some new talent, really getting into their self-descriptions, and understanding the foundational strategies these creators are using to make their mark. So we're kind of pulling back the curtain on some fascinating individuals, artists defining themselves and their sound, like right at the very start of their journey.
And what's truly insightful here, I think, is how these profiles give us such a direct, almost unfiltered look into this diverse global landscape of emerging musical talent.
Absolutely.
We'll see artists from, all sorts of corners of the world, all using these platforms to really establish their initial presence. For you listening, the value really lies in understanding those crucial early steps these creative professionals are taking. And honestly, the incredible breadth of skills they're already bringing.
It's impressive.
It really is. And it raises this fundamental question. What does it really take to start building a career in such a dynamic, sometimes, let's face it, overwhelming industry?
Good question.
It's not just about the music anymore, is it? It's the whole package they're presenting, often just through like a few lines of text.
That's it, exactly. And the first thing that honestly just leaps out from these sources is the incredible geographic spread.
Oh, yeah.
Music creation is just undeniably global now, more connected than ever, it feels like.
Totally.
We also notice this interesting trend, maybe, how some artists are opting these quite distinctive, almost coded identifiers.
Right, the names.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's start with 931 OG Unk Clan. Just for clarity, we'll probably say 931 OG Unk today.
Okay.
So this artist, producer, songwriter, they're from the USA, started in Columbia, Tennessee, now based in Knoxville.
Got it.
Their bio is super straightforward. Songwriter, artist, producer from Columbia, TSIN, now in Knoxville, TN. Simple.
Direct.
But what's really striking is the range of music types they seem to embrace. We're talking hip-hop, trap, R&B, soul, rap, freestyle rap, even Afrobeat instrumentals, samples. Male and female vocals listed too.
Wow.
It looks like they're casting a seriously wide net.
That breadth from 931 AG Unk, it's remarkable. It really hints at an artist who's eager to explore, maybe fuse different sounds together.
Yeah, maybe.
But, in such a crowded market, does casting such a wide net actually help define their sound? Or does it risk maybe diluting their initial identity? What's our data suggesting there? Niche versus breadth.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, versatility can definitely open doors, no doubt.
Sure.
But it might also make it harder to build that core fan base right at the start. We are seeing some artists deliberately specialize, like day one, which brings us to a really interesting contrast.
Okay.
So from the USA, we hop across the globe to South Africa, and there we find Oxalo.
Oxalo, right.
This artist lists roles as producer, beatmaker, rapper, A&R talent scout, and artist. Quite a mix.
A&R too, interesting.
Yeah. But interestingly, their profile just says, no bio available at this time.
Huh.
Which is such a stark contrast to 931 OG Unk's intro, right?
Oh.
It suggests maybe they're putting their sound first. Or maybe they're just really early stage, still defining that public persona.
It's a bold move, I think, in today's digital world where every word feels like an opportunity to connect.
True.
For some, maybe no bio implies confidence, letting the music speak for itself, kind of a minimalist thing.
Could be.
For others, maybe it's just an oversight or, like you said, a work in progress. But the insight here is that even the absence of a bio, it sends a message, doesn't it?
It really does.
Compare that to their South African counterpart, Clyde. He's listed as a rapper, songwriter, lyricist, and producer beatmaker, and his bio is super direct. I'm just tight when I spit some bars.
I like that.
Right. And they're not shy about making connections either. Offers direct contact, WhatsApp, Instagram, no ambiguity there at all.
When Clyde says, I'm just tight when I spit some bars, you got to appreciate that raw confidence, that directness.
Absolutely.
No fluff, just pure belief in their skill. It's a completely different strategy than the no bio approach, obviously.
Night and day.
And this kind of upfront personal connection, it extends to artists like Anchesha, who also goes by Anna Sage from India.
Okay, India now.
Yeah, they're a producer, beatmaker, but also music blogger, journalist, rapper, and artist.
Blogger journalist, that's another interesting hat to wear.
Isn't it? Anna Sesha's bio is really precise.
Oh.
I am Anna Sesha, a music producer. I produce Hindi song.
Very clear.
It immediately tells you about their genre specialization, their language focus.
Yeah.
That's a powerful way to define a niche right from the start.
And Chaser really carves out a specific identity there. And incorporating roles like music blogger journalist, that shows a kind of broader engagement with the whole industry ecosystem beyond just making the music.
Good point.
It's about building that multifaceted career, maybe. We see a similar sort of clear focus with Afamis, also from India, simply listed as artist and producer beatmaker, and an equally succinct bio, music producer.
Just that.
Just that. This minimalist approach can be just as effective, I think, in a crowded digital space. Communicates a core competency without needing a lot of extra words.
Yeah, it cuts through. And while some artists are crafting these elaborate mission statements, others go for striking brevity. Look at Bullet from Kenya.
Kenya, right.
The bar bio, just live it today. That's it.
Wow. An ethos.
Exactly. It's more an ethos than a description, hinting at maybe a strong personal philosophy driving their art.
Interesting.
And this minimalist approach kind of finds a parallel with Bone Doc from Ireland. Similar to Axalo, offers no bio available at this time, yet adds the intriguing role of music educator coach.
Educator coach, yeah, that stands out.
So you have these really contrasting levels of self-description. It offers fascinating insights into just different strategies, maybe different personalities too.
If we try and connect this to the bigger picture, these diverse roles, A&R, talent scout, educator, blogger, it shows artists building these multifaceted careers, like right from the ground up.
Yeah.
They're not just focused on performing or producing. They seem to be investing in various aspects of the music industry itself.
Wearing many hats.
Exactly. And the global nature of these artists, South Africa, India, Kenya, Ireland, the US, all using these platforms, it just demonstrates this truly interconnected global music scene. Geography feels less and less like a barrier.
For sure.
The insight for listeners here, I think, is that the modern artist is often kind of a one-person startup. Wearing all those hats you mentioned?
That's a really critical observation.
Okay.
Okay, so let's shift focus a bit. How are these artists defining their specific sound, their artistic vision in these bios? It's fascinating to see how they carve out their niche.
Yeah, the branding aspect.
Exactly. Take Amothicide, who goes by Emo. Location isn't specified, but roles are producer, beatmaker, and artist.
Amooth, okay.
And their bio. It's a real statement. Hey, I'm Amu Sosor, a passionate music producer, creating beats across all genres, with a special vibe for hard trap, drill, and experimental sounds, always evolving, always vibing. Open for collabs, DM me, and let's create something fire.
Okay, lots of energy there.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
That explicit invitation for collaboration and the specific genre focus, hard trap, drill, experimental sounds that really sets them apart.
While Amu's energy is definitely palpable, that very specificity also kind of positions them in a particular corner, doesn't it?
True.
They aren't just saying, I make beats. They're defining their unique flavor, highlighting this special vibe, this level of detail, plus the open call for collabs. That's a very modern networking strategy. It's proactive.
Definitely.
The question for listeners, maybe, is how much does an artist want to define themselves right away versus allowing their sound to evolve and maybe broaden their appeal more organically over time?
That's a good point.
You see artists not just making music, but proactively building a brand, a business around their specific sound from day one, actively seeking out partnerships to, amplify their reach.
Speaking of unique flavors and business savvy, let's talk about Bourbon 1982 from the USA, Middle Georgia.
Bourbon 1982. Okay.
This is an artist who seems to be explicitly building an empire from day one. Not just artist and producer beatmaker, but also listed as indie label owner.
Ah, the label aspect.
Yeah. Their bio is a powerhouse. I'm an independent country hip-hop artist, writer, producer, video maker, and CEO of J Villain Music from Middle Georgia.
Country hip-hop. Okay, that's a blend.
Right. And it continues. I love all types of music. I also make all genre beats for sale and give away free beats also, plus mentions.
Yeah.
I have a track with Sean J from Field Mob and also a track with Haystack.
Wow, okay. CEO, beat sales, free beats, established collabs. That's a lot.
It's a lot. That country hip-hop blend is already a unique selling point, I think. But then you add the entrepreneurial spirit. CEO of J Villain Music, making beats for sale, giving them away, having tracks with known artists. That's a whole different level of proactive development. It's like a business plan in a bio.
It really is. That's a very real maybe concern or just reality in the industry now. Historically, artists would delegate a lot of those roles, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What Bourbon 1982 highlights is this modern artist's drive for, perhaps, total creative and financial control.
Seems like it.
The insight here is that while it is a heavy load doing all that yourself, it also means potentially a greater share of the profits and, crucially, creative freedom.
Trade-offs.
Exactly. The question becomes less, can they do it all? And maybe more, can they build a team around them within their indie label to scale that vision? It's definitely an inspiring model for anyone looking to enter the industry, but man, it demands a relentless work ethic.
No kidding. Then we have Christopher Schertracy, also from the USA. Defines himself as live performer, MC, producer, beatmaker, and songwriter, lyricist.
Okay, Christopher C.
Their bio is short but punchy. Christopher Tracy, head of production at Beat Factory, where the assembly lines stay moving.
Beat Factory. Love the energy, the exclamation points.
Right. That energetic, very industry-focused self-description evokes this image of constant creation, constant output, speaks to a dedicated work ethic and a clear vision of their role in the production machine.
It definitely highlights an artist who sees themselves as a key player, leading production with this strong, almost industrial metaphor, the assembly line.
Yeah, it's vivid.
These profiles show us that defining your artistic identity often means defining your entire workflow, your business model, not just your sound.
Good point.
It's about how you intend to operate and interact within the industry. It's a statement of commitment, really, a declaration of their domain.
Absolutely. Okay, moving into our final segment here, let's focus on artists who are actively releasing music and sharing their journey. This is where we see the rubber hit the road, so to speak. Exactly. And Bold Star Beats really stands out in our stack for explicitly listing 5 singles released just this year.
5 singles in 2024 already. Wow.
Yeah. This level of documented, consistent output, it wasn't universally present in the other profiles we looked at, makes them a prime example of a proactive release strategy.
Definitely.
They're from Fazantakral in Cape Town, Western Cape, South Africa. Bold Star Beats is a songwriter, lyricist, producer, beatmaker, and artist.
Okay. Bold Star Beats.
And their bio is just a testament to their ambition and recent activity. I'm Bold Star Beats, an upcoming hip-hop and trap artist from Fazantakral in Cape Town, Western Cape, known for my catchy hooks and vibrant beats.
Setting the scene.
And then lists the singles from 2024. Made Myself, After Yourself, Summertime Now, Hallelujah, and Do It. What does this commitment to frequent releases tell us about, modern artist development?
Well, it signals a crucial shift, I think. The old model was maybe about building up to one big launch and album drop.
Right.
Now, consistent content, building momentum track by track seems key, especially online.
Yeah, the streaming era effect.
Exactly. Even artists who don't list specific releases in their bios are likely dropping singles, maybe EPs, pretty regularly. The insight for listeners here is that emerging doesn't mean inactive anymore. It means actively building a discography and, just as importantly, a community.
Good way to put it.
And Bold Star Beats is doing this brilliantly, using their bio not just to describe who they are, but to showcase their active progress. It's proof of work.
And Bold Star Beats doesn't actually stop there. They continue in their bio. Each track reflects my journey and passion for music. I'm reaching out for your support as I aim to inspire and connect with listeners through my sound.
Asking for support directly.
Yeah. And then join me on this exciting journey as I continue to push boundaries and create unforgettable tracks.
That's such an inspiring call to action, isn't it?
It really is. Openly asking for support, inviting listeners to be part of their story. It clearly articulates that mission. Inspire and connect. Turns the music into more of a shared experience.
Precisely. And that reinforces the idea we touched on. These profiles aren't just about the music specs. They're about personal storytelling, about building community around the art.
Connection.
Connection. Bold Star Beats understands that the journey itself, the passion, the desire to connect, that's all part of the artistic package now. They're making themselves vulnerable in a way, inviting interaction. And that's a powerful method for fostering loyalty and engagement, especially with a new fan base. It's a really effective strategy for any emerging artist looking to make a lasting impression. And honestly, it speaks to the courage it takes to put that initial statement out there in the first place.
So, okay, wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? We just journeyed through this really fascinating collection of diverse artist profiles.
Quite a range.
Totally. We've seen this truly global tapestry of talent, stretching from Tennessee to South Africa, India to Ireland, all over.
Mm-hmm.
We've also uncovered the incredibly wide range of roles these artists embrace, often simultaneously. You've got producers, rappers, songwriters, educators, A&R scouts, label heads, even music bloggers.
The multi-hyphenates.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. These profiles, with their detailed bios, sometimes incredibly ambitious aspirations, they represent artists at the very, very outset of their public journey.
Ground zero, almost.
Yeah. They're showcasing their self-definition, the unique vision, and the serious groundwork they're laying to build a career in music. You've seen the sheer variety and ambition in just this handful of emerging creators we talked about today.
And this collection of profiles, it offers such a powerful glimpse into the future of music. Not just the sound, but the creators themselves. It highlights the sheer will, the entrepreneurial spirit it takes to even begin to make a mark in this huge global music landscape. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? With so many talented individuals carving out these unique paths, meticulously detailing their skills, proactively seeking connection, how will we discover the next big wave?
That's the question.
And what vital role will this initial, often courageous act of self-presentation play in their eventual rise? As you navigate the digital landscape, listening for that next big sound, how might these initial acts of self-presentation, the bio, the lack of a bio, the genre tags guide your discovery?
Interesting thought.
Are you looking for the polished bio, the specific genre niche, or maybe that raw, unfiltered confidence of a no-bio artist? The power to shape careers, it feels like it's increasingly in the hands of the listener, just as much as the creator. Something to think about.